Hi everybody, it's Carla here, and today I'm going to be doing my demo on the WAFA palette of the month. So I printed off a photo of it. There we go. You can take a look at it. It's real pretty. It's got looks like there's the ground there. There's rocks. We've got a river with a sunset and some trees. So it's really pretty. Um, if you guys had a chance to check your emails and look through the what you call it, the vendor guide booklet thingy, that thingy. Anyhow, so that shows lots of different projects that people have done based on this colorway. And so I thought, I hadn't done a carding demo yet. Lots of people do them. But I thought, well, I'll just go ahead and do one too. So why not? For my sale every month, I give away the palette of the month Batt. And so I thought may as well card it here and let everybody get a chance to see how it's made. So for those of you joining me today, I appreciate you taking the time out to come and check it out. It's lunchtime here for me on the West Coast. We actually had some snow. It might be snowing right now. Let me see. I got to put my glasses on. I don't know what the temperature says. I think it says it's 35. So I don't know if it's snowing or not out there. I closed the window so the dog wouldn't bark through in case somebody drove by. But anyhow, okay, well, let's get started. I'm going to show you my drum carder. It is the Brother. I'm going to turn this down. It's the Brother Extra Wide Motorized. So it's about... When I ordered it, I didn't realize it was as big as it was until it actually came in. And so also, if you guys, I think I'll be able to see comments today too. So if you're on there and you want to just say something, type something in real quick or whatever, I can take a look and make sure I can see them. I am probably going to have to put my glasses on to read them though. But anyhow, so this is the Jumbo Double Wide Electric Carder made by Brother. It is probably, I've measured the drum. This is about 17 inches wide. And I don't know, height-wise, it's big. I can usually do a bat. My average bats range between like 4 to 5 or maybe up to 6 ounces. I think I've gotten as much as 8 ounces on it before if I'm really packing it down. But I think for bats that I like to sell, I try to get them in the 4 to 5 range. Anything bigger than that, I probably would split into 2 different bats. But it's a great machine. I have a hand crank also, but I sometimes have problems with my shoulder. And so cranking out and hand cranking bats all day is a little tough on that. And so this makes it a lot easier. It has, for the controllers, in case anyone was interested, the engine, the motor is here on the side. So it's this big piece here. It has an on and off switch. There is the front, forward, and reverse. This is the for the liquor in, and you have a speed control, and you have the same thing up top for the big drum. So that's pretty cool. And then you have a pin here. If I can turn that, there's a pin here that I use to take out when I take the bat off of the carder. So let me get this up here where I think everybody might be able to see it, and we'll just get started. You can see that I don't really I was carding some purple fibers, so you can see that. And I found, the liquor in, and this has been a kind of an issue with me every time I've had a new drum carder. It doesn't matter what brand it is, doesn't matter what it is. For some reason, the liquor in always fills up with fiber. And so after fighting with it forever and ever, I decided just to leave its fiber on there. So if I leave fiber on here all the time, then it's not necessarily a problem because the fibers that I start to feed in here aren't going to get caught on here because this thing's already got fiber on it. So it's kind of full. I mean, some of it will still get in there. And the same with the actual drum itself. You'll see that I've got fibers on here. It doesn't really bother me. These aren't going to peel off when I pull the bat off. And if they do, then I just kind of pick them off a little bit at a time, but it's not that big of a deal. This is the 72 TPI And it looks like it's actually smaller than that because the little tines are real close together. But I compared it, I believe I compared it to my little standard one also, and it was the same. So anyhow, here are the fibers. I pulled the colors that I thought might work. The only problem I might have is that I don't think I've got something dark enough in the brown. Oh, I know, I was going to try to, I'll get some bamboo out of here. Or, let me see. Yeah, let me grab some bamboo. Hold on. Oh no, that's my Angelina. Ew. Okay, I think I have some in here. I've got some brown here. And I might be able to find some other bits in here. I'll find something that works. So anyhow, all right, let's get started. We're going to do the palette of the month. And this will be the giveaway bat for my sale on Friday. So to get it going, I turn my on button first on for the liquor in. And I usually only have this going not very fast on the power. This is pretty quiet. When you go to turn the big drum on, that's where the noise comes into play. So I crank this up full speed. I have this running about just a little notch up. There's not really, there's no lines on here. I know some people have taken and put lines on there, but I haven't done that with this. So if you guys can't hear me, let me know, because I know this does get loud. I think I'm actually going to, this is a merino bamboo right here, and I know I can see that this is going to come off. So I am going to clean the liquor in just a little bit. Best way I found to clean it is to kind of just, this was really full. I should have done it beforehand, but that's okay. It leaves a little bit on there. It was a real pretty bat. This will be pretty. I like to take this stuff off. It makes a really nice bat, or it's really nice fiber fluff just to spin. So, and there is a different brush that comes with the carder itself, but I like this one. It has a rubber handle, so it works really well for me. So when I'm doing my bats, I've got a bunch of different colors here. I do, like everyone else, like to start off with a good base because that helps it from getting any having it stick to the drum necessarily. So this is Columbia wool or Rambouillet. I can't remember which one, but it's super soft. I bought it from someone here on the group, one of my fiber friends. And it's a nice kind of sand color. And man, it is soft. Look at that marker on there. So I think with this photo, I'm going to kind of try to do it like a landscape. I'm going to try to do it like this, if that makes sense. So it won't be an exact match, but it will be pretty, it'll be close. I think it'll make a real pretty bat. I might need more of this. I think I measured out when I do a bat, I gather my fibers and I'll measure out as big as I want the bat. Say if I want 4 ounces, I'll measure out about 4.5, or if I want 5, I'll do 5.5. I give that little extra ½ ounce just as something to play with, to have a little bit more in there. So I gathered up. That's Rambouillet. This is a cone top merino, and this is a nice dark green, almost an army green. And then we have a little bit of this. What is this, like is it lichen, I think, this color? So you can feed it on from the bottom like this. You see, folks, you can take this and feed it on through the top too. Whatever you like to do. I usually like to push my fibers in from the from the tray, and then if I am going to be adding things like sari silk and such, then I'll feed it in over the top. So let's work on some of the middle. This is merino bamboo that I had dyed. A nice orange color. Now I usually just blend my bats once. Sometimes, every now and then I'll blend it more than once, but I like to kind of keep the color definition. So I haven't quite figured out. We'll see what this looks like afterwards. If it looks like it needs to be blended again, then we'll give it another go. But we want to keep it over here. Brushing it on the top just with a light, gentle brush kind of helps to just smooth those fibers out. So I like to do that. Let's work on feeding some more of this green down here. If it goes through a little thick, then you get that lumpy bump here. There is, I grabbed blue because I think there's just a touch of it in maybe like in the top part here. So it would be going right here. We'll see. I don't know if we need that. I've been thinking a lot about needle felting or wet felting, and a bat like this would probably make a really pretty landscape backdrop for a photo if someone was working on some art. Now I love this sari silk, so I'm going to just put bits and pieces of it here on the top. But I'm going to run it all the way through because I don't want the bat to be missing, to be uneven necessarily. So, yeah, it's not going to be an exact match, but I think it's going to turn out nice. Throw that blue in there. I am going to add some down here too, because I want the bat to be even. I'm even going to add a little blue down here for kind of for the stone, which is really good here, but so I guess when you're working on a palette of the month, you're basically looking at the colors, and what works good together. It doesn't have to necessarily be an exact picture of what you're looking at. I want some more dark down here too. But I really love this garter. It saves a lot on your shoulders. I was going to show you the stand that I put it on. This is actually on a, it's like a cart with wheels that I got at Harbor Freight, which is kind of like an inexpensive hardware store. And it's a utility tray or a utility cart. And the top, it's 2 layers, so it has the bottom, it has the tray, and the top tray. And what I did was I asked my son when he put it together to flip it upside down. Because if it was up with the edges on the tray, then the carter didn't fit in there very good. But we flipped it so it was flat. and it's actually an exact fit for the carter, which is good because these things weigh like 80 pounds or something. They're really heavy. So it's not anything I could move by myself. So, excuse me. Yeah, I like that. So I can move this around anyway. It doesn't have, the plug-in cord's not very long, so sometimes I had to do a little finessing today with this to try to get it where I could get the light right and everything. So the cart works in real good. It's real handy. Just to say, a perfect height for me. I'm like 5'3", and so I don't have to reach over too long. It'd be nicer if I was a little bit taller, standing on something when I go to pull the Batt off, but that's okay. So I love karting. It's like just playing with color. Uh-oh. Getting different combinations. I'll use up this, throw some orange down here. The drum's starting to fill up a little bit. This is a real pretty sari silk that I thought would look pretty down on the base. I really love sari silk. And we'll do a little bit more blue. A little more orange. We're almost done. So these card up way faster than if you were carding it by hand too. That's the other advantage of having an electric carder. But they're big. They do take up a lot of space. But I really love it. I know when I first got started in fiber, the friend that introduced it to me had a double wide electric Duncan carder, which is, I think it might have been a little bit wider than this one. The drum was a lot smaller. It definitely wasn't this big, but it was so neat. I had bought fiber from like brown sheet mill ends and carded that all together with some Angelina that I bought, and then made a sweater. So that was a lot of fun. Kind of my first hand-spun project. It was a cardigan that I knit. It was so uneven and not, it was just all over the place because I didn't even know how to knit at that time. So she was trying to show me everything, how to knit, how to spin, how to use a drum carder. And so I tried my best. It kept me busy, but then decided that dyeing is something that I enjoyed more. So where did I? Got a little bit of brown. Let's toss some of this up in here. I don't like that purple on there. I saved some of this for the bottom. And let's do some gold or yellow type silk. And top it off with some more gold all along. Because this is, I really like this sari silk. So let's just give it a lot of texture. So let's turn it off here. We're going to turn that off and slow this down. Let's see if we need to get anything else in there. Oh, it's pretty. I think I don't have much of this brown bamboo left, so I am gonna just add this on. Why not? It's out here. Then if I'm looking for some. And then, why not? Let's put more of this in there. Okay. So turn that off. I turn the dial down on this, and what I want to do, let me see if I can show you. I'm going to turn this down. So you see that pin going around here? I try to stop it to where it's on top because I'm going to pull that pin out when I go to take this off. So some people like to take it from the top here, but I'm not tall enough to do that. So I come over around the back side here, and then here's your space where the carding cloth meets. Pull that off. And then I like to take this pin out because it just makes it easier for me to pull it. And then I just grab it, work my way around. I'm trying to make sure that most of the fiber comes off. There's a little bit of residue that'll stick on there, but not much. And then I look to see there is a little bit of purple that's like on here, but I just take that and toss it and pick it up later. So here we go. Pull this off. Let me put that on there. So you can see some of this purple from what I was carding before did kind of stick to this bat. So I will pull it off, or if it's something that kind of goes with the colorway, then I'll leave it on there. Not a big deal. But this makes a pretty long bat. So let's see. Let's measure it out. So before even fluffing it up or anything, you've got a 20-inch in width bat, and then we've got it's about 42 inches long. So let's fold it up. See what we've got. I like to fold them in threes here. I usually do this somewhere else, but fold it over. Tuck those ends in. Wow, I'm real happy with that. And so let's see the other side. There's the other side of it. It's got all those different shades in there. And so I like it like this because I like to see the texture, but could definitely card it through again. But let's roll it up. Whoopsie. And there you go. So tons of different layers of color. You can spin it or felt it however you would like. Let's see what it weighs. Um, 4.2. So it looks like it's 4.2 ounces. So then I take it and put it in a bag. I just use these Ziploc gallon bags because then when I go to ship it, I can push it down But yeah, I'm real happy with how that came out. It's pretty good interpretation. Oh, thank you, Carol. And so this keeps rolling around. So then what I do, like I said, I'll clean the drum in between each bat. If there's loose fiber, then I will. And basically what I do is I'll use my little slicker brush, try to pull off as much as I can. Some of that's just deep down in there, and I could take this and get it out, but I think I'm going to buy one of those little hair brush or hair stylist tools that'll get this up, because there are times that I want to get it off. And like this, I was carding some of these round neps, and these little boogers got stuck in there and they're bothering me. So I'm going to have to get on Amazon and order that. So there we go. This is what was remaining on there. And this can then go over there, and then I'll add it in. And then I like to line the pinholes up, pop that pin back in there, and then it's ready to go. So that, my friends, is all there is to it. Oh, except for when you drop some or it falls down. So we had an extra piece there. And we had a little bit of wool left over. But let me pop this back up here again so I can kind of see you guys. Never mind the mess back there. But anyhow, so here we go. Here is the palette of the month that I carded. It looks a little darker in person. The lights here is a little finicky. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed that. It was a lot of fun for me showing you how I do these. And this will be the giveaway bat. So come to my cell on Friday at 3:30 Pacific time. You're welcome, Mary. This is going to be the giveaway bat. So I've got to think of what our little question of the month is going to be. So we'll figure that out, and then the winner's going to get this. And I think I'm going to card up another one just like that because it's really pretty. I like it. Oh, you're welcome, Lynchen. All right, so you guys have a good rest of your day. I'm going to go and braid all of the wool that I dyed for the sale. So, okay, we'll see y'all later. Bye.